remain, to keep feeling good about himself, if you will.
Yeah.
Because I have seen what happens when his focus breaks, and it is not pretty, but of course it is very pretty when he is on point, and he's starting off with exactly that. Already got a little bit of a lead going on, and with the Cloud, not the Wolf. Which is funny because he always talks about, just play top tier, and turns out he's actually kind of a character loyalist.
Yeah, and there's the first finishing touch already. You were talking about them, and that's what Azrael is known for. These fantastic finishing touches, does get it, and Dia is off to a rough start right here. The climb hazard from Azrael is doing fantastic work.
Yes it is, but now he has to get back on stage, which is always a challenge versus Peach, but he's getting it done. Finds himself in the corner, Limit is online, cross selection, no, trying to go for a grab.
Oh my goodness, he gets it again!
Oh, okay, this is really peak performance, old school Smash for Azrael, coming back, asserting himself as the Cloud I always knew he could be.
I mean, he's just doing it for the fans right now. All those people who are at home, all those small Cloud players, he's inspiring them, and he's trying to go for a first finishing touch right here, I'm sure of it.
Yes, he does. Cloud is just an amazing character, honestly. I've seen a couple of Clouds, turning it up recently. I know Spargo from Mexico is kind of trying to switch characters. On the other hand, I've seen in Europe, players like Taos do really well with Cloud.
Yeah,
Curry Governor. I think this character is a lot better than people are giving credit for. Azrael showing it today. Look at this amazing lead. Clean 2 stocks versus the last stock of Dia, already at 88%. He is gonna have to get the advantage stages he got versus Azrael, for example. Those amazing advantage stages we can see right now. Big juggles coming out from Dia. And finally Azrael makes it back to the ground.
Yeah,
and he's gonna have to do more of that.
I'm gonna be honest, Dia has been very impressive on this third stock, keeping his mentality calm, and trying to slow down the pace, showing him all the colors of the rainbow right there. And Azrael has hardly been able to touch Dia so far on this third stock. Oh, that's enough.
Yes, it is. This is a 1-0 for Dia.
For Azrael.
Azrael, excuse me.
Oh, I mean, you can't confuse Peach and Cloud. They're both like blonde and beautiful,
the
beautiful
blondes,
girls.
man, the blondes always get me.
Well, you're blonde yourself.
Right, I always get people.
You look in the mirror and you're like, whoa. Whoa, who's that man?
So that's a nice scoreboard right there. 1-0 for Azrael. Like you said, gonna bring it right back to Cloud. I knew it. I knew it was his soulmate. I was trying to tell him at the start of this game. He was like, nah, I'm playing a top tier. Cloud's bad now. And here we are in 2020. He's back on the Cloud. He's back in top 8. You love to see it.
Yeah, I do love to see it. But Dia, right out of the gates, this second game, trying to make something happen. But Azrael finds the cross slash, just a quick 24%. But that down tilt from Dia, he's been hitting those consistently. Against S1 as well, and now against Azrael. Really the bane of the Dutchies right here.
Right. He has put many a talented player in losers. Is he gonna do the same to Azrael? That's a question. Game 1 was very convincing in favor of Azrael, but look at this right now. We got 135 versus 75%. Dia, like I said, he does not break. He just tries his very best, and he is taking it back right now. A 1-stock lead.
Alright, and Azrael finds his way to land with that pogo stick, but there are those down tilts, down throw to back air, 67%. This is why many people consider Peach to be the best character in the game. And the quick combos, the great advantage state, but Azrael got a great advantage state of his own.
Yes, he does. Ends up burning the limit for that climb hazard, but I doubt it would have been active for longer anyway. Gets a kill with a nice dash attack. Nice, the meaty early part of the dash attack. That's what you love to see. But it looks like Dia is instantly taking his stock with a climb hazard that cancelled a little bit too early. You know, he just zipped right by the line. That's not what you want to see.
No.
That means we got right about a full stock lead on the side of Dia, but it looks like Azrael is still keeping his hand in the game. He is still swinging. He is still playing like I am used to seeing from him, so that is a good sign for all you Azrael fans out there.
Well, and I'm really liking the movement from both of these players. They're moving excellently around each other's hurt boxes and punishing accordingly, really. Does get the Nair to cross slash. Diaz off stage. Can he make it back? Does make it back to the ledge, but gets down smash first trouble, so that will kill. That's one of Azrael's favorite ways to ledge trap.
Yes, it is, and it has brought him many a stock. Now he finds himself in the final stock of this game, but it is 114-128.
Oh my goodness!
We take those! We take those all the way to the bank. What do you call it? I'm not gonna say. You know, it's complete theft here by the spike hitbox of the climb hazard. We got a 2-0 in favor of Azrael right there. And you can't help but feel a little bit sorry for Dia right there.
I mean, the gods are clearly favoring Azrael right here.
Without a doubt.
What a fantastic spike right there. But Dia, being the mental demon right here, can he make it back, or was that enough to break him?
Well, if this isn't gonna break him, then nothing will. I talked before about even when losing, Dia seems to be a very consistent, very focused player who doesn't get triggered. This after that game too, this is the ultimate test.
Right, Limit is online once again. We'll be looking for some sort of setup into that cross slash. Doesn't get it, so now it's Dia's time to play. Down tilt to nothing. That's also a combo.
It's also a combo if you want it to be, if you really believe.
Alright, Dia tries to put Azrael off stage, but Azrael is chilling on that side platform. The climb hazard is not gonna do it. The force smash is not gonna do it either, but the forward air, the crown, will do it.
That's right, and that means we got another lead for Dia here. I suppose Azrael's gonna be looking for that dash attack, and we already saw a couple flying out. Back air's not gonna do it. Doesn't pack quite the same punch as before, but it's still very strong, much like that Limit broken climb hazard right there. Out of shield for the stock. 23% deficit, but honestly that's not too bad, especially when you get your side B that does 23%, you know, just by itself.
Right, Limit is back online as well. This is not finishing touch percentage, so might be seeing some damage ranking first. But Azrael is definitely looking for something.
Oh, he's looking for something. There's the cross slash. Is it enough? Not quite. Not quite. Town and City is a big stage.
Dia with a great get-up attack, and the crowd is roaring for both these players. Great Peach Bomber right there to make it back to the center of the stage. Azrael's off stage.
Yeah, this is a big problem, but he bounces the right way from the turn-up and reverses the situation with a back air. Another lead for Azrael. Is he gonna close it out 3-0 after having such a tough time in game 2?
Oh, he's going to wait out. He's looking for the finishing touch right here. 61% grab. Ooh, can Dia make it back? He's trying to go low. Does make it back. Even gets the crown from disadvantage. Azrael on the brink of defeating Dia. Tries to go for that forward smash, but that's just a little bit too greedy. And Dia knows it. This might be his chance to make his comeback.
This might be it indeed, but he needs to play a near perfect game from here on out, especially when Limit is online, because we've seen the cross slash kill before at this kind of percent. But it's gonna be the dash attack instead. Azrael closes it out, carries the momentum from that robbery in game 2 all the way forward to a 3-0 victory.
And that means that winners finals is set. It's going to be Space versus Azrael. Who would have thought that Azrael would take it here over Dia? Well, guys, you thought so.
I thought so. And
I
always
right.
had faith in Azrael from Zuid-Holland.
Yeah.
One of the strongest regions in the country.
Yeah, and Azrael making a name for himself, beating the top player from Belgium, showing that despite the strong showing that Dia had over players like S1, that Azrael is not to be messed with.
Oh, he is definitely not to be messed with. It's gonna be a challenge for Space, but you know, every space is a challenge for everyone.
Right. Right. There are very few players in the world who can say that they've taken a serious best of 5 over space.
Right, and those who do are usually the top of the top, the cream of the crop. Space is gonna probably be feeling confident versus Azrael. They've played many times before. Not sure if Azrael's ever beaten him.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Ja, at Red Bull Strijders, he did.
Red Bull Strijders.